Hello, I'm Nari McDiarmid for miningnews.net, and I'd like to welcome Don Smith, the Managing Director of Tempest Minerals. And Don, the year's begun with completing another acquisition already, but for anyone new to Tempest, how do you describe the company?
Sure. So the way I view Tempest, our vision is that we're a new breed of exploration and development company. So we're trying to do things a little bit different, harnessing technology, as well as looking at old projects and old ideas in a new way.
So, can we take a close look at your flagship project, Yalgu? What are the highlights there?
All of our projects are exciting, but Yelgu is an excellent example of what I was just speaking about. So a few years ago, we started looking at this area, and we know it has half a dozen world-class deposits already, including some of the best gold and base metal projects in the country. But we discovered that there's a new area of geology that has never been looked at before. And so we drilled that for the first time in 2022, and we've already discovered multiple zones of mineralization. And last year, we did a geophysical survey, which highlighted some more high priority targets to explore. And we're planning on drilling at least one of those this year.
If we take a step back a little, Don, can you elaborate a little about Tempest's management team?
Sure thing. So we have a four-person board. Myself, we have key is Brian Moller as our chairman. So some people may know Brian of Sol Gold fame, which is one of the largest copper discoveries in the world. We also have Andrew Haythorpe, who's a well-known geologist and financer, and we also have Owen Birchall, who's one of the best mining engineers in Australia. So we're well-rounded to cover any of the bases that we need to in the industry.
Well, you mentioned drilling before, Don. What is Tempest's focus as 2024 really gets underway?
Sure, our focus is on developing our projects. Last year was a challenging one for the market, and we're hoping that 2024 is going to look a lot better. And we're kicking off with a number of drill programs that we've got planned throughout the year, including at Yalgu, Mount Magnet, and the Elephant Project.
And that's the one where the acquisition was wrapped up in January, isn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, yeah.
So, finally, Don, what would you like a potential investor to hear about Tempest Minerals?
I always consider there's a number of what I call the P's when it comes to evaluating a company. Uh, and in this case, we're going to talk about P for people. Mention we've got a great board. P for projects. We have amazing projects, and third of is the most important. I think is potential. And so we have some spectacular potential to make world class discoveries, not just at one but multiple of our projects.
Exciting times ahead, Don. Thank you very much for taking the time to speak today.
My pleasure. Thanks, Nari.